Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Worldology, and today's topic is going to be how small are the maps, or are the maps really that small? And do they really need to be bigger? So, Rush, right? People quit Rush, and it was naturally gone, bro. In the stream, I could not get into a single match of Rush, and Squad Deathmatch was the only game mode comparable to Rush at that time that I was able to find, right? But I'm gonna talk about that later. So, getting to the point is that, to me, man, every Battlefield map was basically the size in previous Battlefields, right? Battlefield 6 was basically the normal size in every Battlefield map, in my opinion, right? Of course, BF1 had the biggest maps, but if you look at the maps, they're only big because we had no movement. We was slow. We literally had the slowest, startup time to run, and we didn't have no tag sprint, no perk to make us faster or anything, right? So it's like, are we really complaining about, getting to the objective very slow, or not really being able to move well? Well, yeah, just what I said. Or just the map being that big. So I guess everybody is saying the maps isn't that big, but I'm gonna talk about that movement thing in a little bit in the next video, because it's gonna like confuse me a little bit and get me off topic. So I think every popular map was basically the size of, the best map in the game at the moment, King's Battery, that's playing in the background. Every like, see, I'm gonna use an example, right? Operation Metro. I played a lot of games of Operation Metro, and if you play Rush on Operation Metro, first you have, the entrance if you're attacking. You have the entrance into the open area, kind of like maybe like the area on the left side that you see in my screen. I'm going forward, right? It's that, and it's a little wider, but it's not that wide. So you have that area, and then once you get down into like the underground of the metro and you're in the transit, then that's when it's like, oh, what are we complaining about? It's like, if we want the Operation Metro, which is the highest voted map in the game, and is basically the most CQC, one of the most CQC maps in the game, then why do we need bigger maps when everybody literally wants Operation Metro in the game? I might be wrong. There might be different Metro variants that I haven't played, but I played a few Metro variants. I played the Underground Metro, and I played the Outside Metro with the buildings, and they basically have the same size as any map that's in Battlefield 6 at the moment, right? And it's like, who are the Battlefield veterans? Are the Battlefield veterans the ones who want the map in the game just to have, more content in the game? Or to have the map in the game just to argue about, oh, this map isn't that big. Why does it play different? Or why was it even added? We want the game in the game, but now that we played on this new game, it doesn't feel like how it used to. And I'm gonna talk about that in the next video, because it also pertains to how the movement is in this game. Because you need flow. You need a good flow state, how you are in the in a game, right? You can't have slow movement with legacy maps, because then it's not gonna flow how a Battlefield 3 or 4 game should be, right? So the thing is, I'm gonna give some suggestions on hardline. And I love making hardline, hardline quotations, right? Or not hardline quotations, but hardline remarks. Because, we're going back to the BF3 and BF4, CQC era, or BF3. I think that I heard was more CQC, right? The thing is that Hardline is basically the most CQC area battlefield game, and it was aftermath by BF4. And also, I'm gonna pull up the screenshot about all the movement, the movement, and how the movement list and where we are on Battlefield 6 and every other battlefield that we ever played, right? The thing is with that is that Battlefield Hardline is basically the fastest battlefield in the franchise. The reason why I said it is because if we had perks in Hardline, then it would have been on par with probably 2042. And that's if they like actually just put the perk in like BF4 and just kept it in like, the same movement speed and have like I don't know, like a 10 millisecond speed or something as soon as you start running. Or a 1 millisecond speed, whatever. I'm not doing math right now. Too late for that. But Hardline is basically the fastest movement game without any perks. And I think you are able to have a perk in a game to make you move a little slightly faster, but I don't think they put it on that list. And it's just like people really doubt games that they haven't played. Like, yeah, of course we're never gonna play Battlefield 1 or 2, BC 2, BC 1, those old, 1942, the grandpa stages. We're never gonna be able to play those anymore. But we do know that Hardline was created after BF4 and basically had maps that was mainly CQC level from BF4, from BF4's, map design style, right? And basically, fun fact to all the people who didn't know, BF Hardline was created before BF4. I mean, it probably doesn't mean nothing, but hey, you can take that knowledge with a grain of salt. But hey, it was thought on getting developed before BF4. Let me rephrase that. So I'm gonna put in a few suggestions on BFR lines maps. So the beat, right? The beat, and then we have the block, which is very CQC, and I don't think that should be added into the next battlefield. And if it is, please do not have this type of Battlefield 6 destruction, or even the hardline destruction. That's way too much. Please don't. No. And we have, Cold Blue, Black Friday, and there was bigger maps in the game as well. Breakpoint was a bigger map. Hollywood Heights was a bigger map, and I think Hollywood Heights should be in the next battlefield. That's a very beautiful map. We're going back to LA at that, or every different location that Battlefield ever been in. And Dice LA is back, so why not add, the LA maps, right? So it's just like, the thing is, people forget how maps was played in their previous old years, because we probably wasn't healthy or anything back then and don't remember anything that we played when we was younger, right? So it's like you have to play something again, or at least like look around into the game that you played, and you'll see how tight Metro is in BF4. I don't know about BF3 Metro, but BF4's Metro that I played is very tight. It's fun map, but it's very tight. And I don't think, you know, if people is complaining about, tight maps, then why would you want Metro? Every map had a tight spot, and every map was probably the same length and width as Battlefield 6 games, like Hassan Resort. That's a big map, but it has the same width as Battlefield 6. It's just more urban. Battlefield 6 is more urban. So it makes it seem like, hey, bro, we can't go nowhere. It's because buildings are everywhere, my guy. So if it was just a wide open spot in a beach, we were just on sand and just a beach, and then one big ass hotel in the middle like that one that's crumbling beside me at the time, then yeah, we will all say, oh, this map is very big. It's just how your eyes perceive, games at the moment. And because every Battlefield game played like this, it's just some people don't remember, and probably I don't remember some of the things like that I noticed back then when I was younger and back and now, between me and now, then and now, back then, yeah, then and now, yeah. But yeah, it's just Grand Bazaar. I heard Grand Bazaar was, a very popular map. And you see in my Hardline videos, I was playing on Chinatown Grand Bazaar. And we see how that map plays out. It it is literally smaller than King's Battery in the background. Literally smaller. So I don't see what the issue really is about, you know, basically having smaller maps. Like every position in the map is going to have some tight spot. Operation Firestorm, everybody is glad about Operation Firestorm, but in a rush or, you know, conquest or whatnot, you have to take two warehouses. Both warehouses is very tight. It's just like an endless battle of nothing. You're going to complain about something being too small when you literally have to be in some type of tight space to have a base, which is C that you see on the screen that I'm on. C is the base spot in King's Battery. If you capture that, then everybody wins because you have a leeway access to everybody. That's if your team is good and know how to counter, capture everybody who is trying to capture the outside. So it's just, hey, it's just your preference. But my preference is what I will say in the next video. So I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And hey, just know that the beta is nice. Just know that the game isn't finished. It's a lot of stuff that can be changed just in a minute, in a second. This is the build that is getting built off of at this current moment. We don't know what this new build is going to be, and we just know that hey, something new is going to come and something new is going to probably surprise us. Who knows? So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. Hope you like, share, and subscribe again, and follow my Twitch, Kick, and YouTube at Worldology. And you'll see my videos more on YouTube on Worldology, and I'll be able to stream on all platforms. So yeah, check it out and hey, have a good time. Come in, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. Just chilling. So yeah, I'm out. Bye.